Hello, welcome to Talking Whiskey. My name is Grant.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Ryan.
So, here we are again, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been really looking forward to doing this one. So, this episode we are going to be doing the aftermath of the last episode? Slash the experiment.
Yeah.
The experiment didn't come to my mind first. So what we're doing is we had 3 oak spirals. Oh, and I researched mine. I actually got mine wrong. So Ryan you had the French oak one.
Yep.
Yours is actually the charred American oak.
Oh.
And mine wasn't Mizunara oak, it was toasted American oak.
Oh.
So yours was a charred one, mine wasn't.
Oh.
So I was wrong on that one. Sorry.
What?
Oh, you're about to find out. That's what we're doing.
Oh, sick.
Exactly.
Sick.
So, the very first... should we
Really cool looking box.
It is a cool looking box. I'll pull it up later. I can't be asked right now. So, I think we should jump into the Japanese one first, because it's technically going to be the lighter of the two.
Sure.
So, Japanese one I picked in the end, gentlemen, is the Cheetah.
Oh.
So the Cheetah is a single grain whiskey from Suntory. Now the Suntory distillery is the original Japanese distillery.
I did not know that.
They're the original guys. So this one has got the virgin or the
Cool.
toasted American oak in it, and it's coming in at 43%. However, before we dive into this one, I actually have a little miniature.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
obviously
Not the same bottle.
It's the Cheetah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same whiskey,
Yeah.
but not the exact same bottle before you put that in.
Correct.
Okay.
And actually, I've picked up the wrong one because I've just picked up the Hibiki Harmony. Cut. Terrible jump cut. I got the wrong miniature. So, and there's the fancy box, thus the terrible jump cut. So here it is the regular one. And just as a quick thing, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but look at the colour difference already. And this has been, 2 weeks we've been doing it?
You're going to really like the colour difference of my one.
Oh, is it impressive?
It's more
is
like a month, wasn't it?
Really impressive.
No, it's only been a few weeks since we did the
Oh, okay.
episode.
Oh, okay.
So, what I thought...
Oh.
No.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So what I thought was we could do the miniature first, and this is the tasting notes that comes with the drinks by the dram.
Okay.
So if we want the tasting notes, we can have the tasting notes.
Ah.
So, gentlemen, I go you first for the regular Cheetah.
I'll look after.
Oh, that is really nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Very floral. Bit different on the taste though. I do like it. It's just threw me off a little bit with the taste, like compared to the nose.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it in a good way or a
Oh,
bad
yeah,
way?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
in
I
a good
really
way.
yeah.
like the taste of that.
Yeah, no, I do.
I love how sweet it is.
I really like the Cheetah. I've had it before. I really like it.
You could quite happily sit there and drink that for an evening.
I just
that
think
is-
that's lovely.
You
It's
can
like
definitely drink
It's
that.
like all light fruits.
For
It's
an
like
evening,
it's
I
like
mean.
yeah.
Cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom melon. I get quite
yeah.
citrusy as
It's
well.
like a honeydew melon with cherry blossom in a whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that is pretty damn accurate. Let's see what the tasting notes say. So, drinks by the dram say, pay attention please, say that you've actually got it spot on, honeydew melon for the nose. Honeydew melon for the nose, citrus and then honeyed cereal. I'm not sure I quite agree with that one, but...
Yeah.
I get a bit of Captain Crunch from that.
Oh, I was getting Cheerios.
No, fucking Fruit Loops, mate.
You
Well,
are.
we know you well. We know his palate's wrecked.
We established this a while
A
ago.
while ago, agreed. And then the palate, you've got a vanilla sponge oat cake, or vanilla sponge cake, and then more honey with a touch of orchid blossom. There comes the blossom again. And then the finish is medium length and rather sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I think the Cheetah by itself is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Quite oily.
Yeah.
More oily than I would expect from a Japanese whiskey.
Surprisingly oily, isn't it?
Right.
Now should we get onto the fun part?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see what it's like with an
Toast.
American oak spiral. Do you want a bit more now?
Yeah, I'm not driving. Not today.
And
Although it helps if you get it in the glass.
I'm sorry, I know, I realised
You wasted it.
I fluffed
What are you
the bottle,
doing?
I'm sorry.
You
You should be like licking it.
Guys, remember this.
Drink responsibly.
I was going to say, guys, remember this isn't OnlyFans. It's YouTube.
Wheel.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be. We could. Not
Oh
make
my
any-
god, yeah. The nose isn't
Totally different, right?
totally changed. This is exactly what's happened with my one, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised that all
I
of them
have
are
tasted
wow.
my one already, by the way.
Like you've got like even just on the
That
nose,
is very different.
it's bourbony. That oak in there is bringing out like caramels and vanillas and coconuts that come from a classic bourbon.
My one's so gonna throw you guys off.
I bet it is. But
I'm
here's,
so excited.
here's the interesting thing that I think is making this, certainly from when I've been, like every so often, I've been pulling the bottle out and smelling it going, I haven't tried it actually, so this is going to be interesting, is it's a grain whiskey, so it's not a single malt. It's a single grain, so that's why I think it's picking up more kind of bourbon-esque flavours. I don't know what grains they're using, but you've not
nose
got
on
that
it is
dominance
fantastic.
of malt. Yeah, it's so good.
I would 100% put that as a like just on the nose alone. Put that as a bourbon.
That is
shadow of a
really
doubt.
nice. It's got so much sweeter on the taste as well,
Yeah.
like brown sugar sweetness.
Yeah, yeah.
It's made it darker, not just in colour, but just
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
richness and
Yeah.
tone and
Yeah, it's like more rich, more in depth, and it's really, really nice.
Taste doesn't hold for a while though. Like it doesn't
It
last as
finishes.
long.
Ironically, I think it finishes quicker than the regular.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I think I still prefer the regular.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause
Which is
I'm
interesting
really
because I'm a
liking this.
bourbon fan.
Yeah, you're a bourbon guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, I think I actually prefer the original, but don't get me wrong, that one I would still sit there and drink.
yeah, I'd still
Oh,
sit
yeah.
and enjoy
If
that.
I had 2 bottles of that, and you know, I do one and t'other.
Well, here's the thing to remember with Japanese whiskey. As a generalization of Japanese whiskey, they always tend to be lighter and prettier.
Yeah,
And
it's
we've
lost
just dumped an oak stave in it to see what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually impressed with what's happened.
yeah.
I really like it, and on the
Yeah.
taste, there's more brown sugar and there's more oakiness. That kind of new bourbon oakiness really comes out from just dropping in the spiral.
I thought that was like
It
a
has lost
Japanese
its
thing.
light floralness though.
Yeah, all the floral's gone.
Yeah,
all
100%.
that little delicate citrus is gone as well, and now it's just whoops.
What
was
the
that?
shit was
It
that?
was at the box.
That would be the iron.
The what?
One of the irons has just slipped down. I'll fix that later.
Okay.
You can't see. These irons, this barrel's getting quite dry. One of them's just fallen. I'll fix that later, it'll be fine.
Yes.
I need to soak this barrel properly.
Just pour in all of your whiskey at once.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, YOLO, it'd be fine.
That's a terrible idea.
No, it's a fantastic
I've
idea.
got some expensive stuff in there. No.
Yeah, YOLO, just pour it all in and let me bathe in it.
Has it got more of a burn on it now?
No, well, yes,
think
but I
so?
wouldn't.
I think it does.
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't say it had a burn in the first place.
I agree. I don't think there was a burn
On
in the
the
first
back?
place.
On the back of it, there's a little bit more of a burn.
Yes, I agree.
When you swallow.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like
I don't remember any burn on that.
no.
There's a time more if you want to do
Yeah.
a wee comparison. I'm inclined to say I'm not getting it as a burn. I think it's more of the wood effect.
Yeah,
Like, so you know how on some bourbons or some stuff that's been aged a little bit longer or in a hotter climate, you get that wood spice to it.
that's it. It's wood
I
spice.
think it's that,
Yeah. No, I agree. It's wood spice.
as opposed to an ethanol burn.
I think that this would be a really good moment for me to bring out my one, just purely because
Yeah, go for it.
we've said wood spice, okay, and you guys will
I've had it.
appreciate this.
Oh, I was going to say, hang on.
Yeah. I can't, unfortunately. I'm designated driver.
Bad times.
Not for a long while after we finish the episode.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, we always tend to hang around for a
Right,
good few
so
hours.
So.
Do you? I was going to say, grab the regular old. Do you mind sticking that?
Okay. Are you ready? Okay. You see the color of that? It's more like it's like a golden.
Yeah.
And
yours is the yours is the
nectar colour.
charred spiral. So I'm. This is going to be interesting.
It really is.
Oh, okay.
It really is. It proper threw me.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at that! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that is significantly darker.
You've gone from caramel to molasses.
That's almost like Balcones territory.
Yeah.
What the hell is the
Think what's
difference
behind you.
between these two?
I don't know. I haven't actually seen what your bottle is yet.
They're
That is
Yeah,
darker.
that is literally
than
Balcones
Balcones.
territory. That is ridiculous.
yeah, it
Whoa.
tastes like it as well.
Look how dark that is.
What's the
Oh, they're
difference?
both 12. I think it's just
Just labeling.
yeah.
Yeah,
One is an older
12.
Yeah, one is an older labeling the other. I don't know what way round is the older one, if I'm honest.
Alright.
I was going to say, do you want to do a pour of that first?
Oh yeah, 100%.
What?
Check that off there quick.
You told me to get
Stay.
it down.
No, I was pointing at it.
Yeah.
Also, I
Assuming-
might add, Ryan and I are sponsored by Hollister this episode.
I wish.
Yes, no, the exact same t-shirt. He walked in, I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
You let it down.
No, I didn't.
Should have done Hollister as well.
I got Jawas, mate. Fuck your shit.
Oh, I haven't finished this one. Hang on.
No.
Oh. See, I really like the nose on this. I don't like the taste. Don't like the taste.
Which is weird, because when we poured it the other day, you liked it.
Drank. I drank it at home, and I was like,
Oh, I like the taste. There's
No,
and,
it's-
what a change coming off the back of the cheetah. There's there's almost like a light peat in comparison,
Oh yeah.
and I don't remember
Whoa.
Old Putney being massively peated, just in general.
There's almost like wine-ish.
Yeah, it's kind of sea
Kind of-
salty,
yeah.
kind of briny.
Yeah.
that kind of.
That's the smell I'd expect to get from a white wine.
Yeah.
Don't know if my nose is just broke, but that's what I'm smelling.
It's very
Oh, actually, now you've said that, yeah. Oh, by the way, I wasn't being weird. Mini whiskey hack. If you want to, if you're smelling stuff, or whether it be whiskey, wine, or whatever, if you want to reset your nose, smell your arm
cold
because
boot.
because your own smell is neutral to you. Therefore, you reset yourself by smelling your own arm. Weird one.
Okay, so
I'm with Josh. I'm not a fan.
nope, don't like it. Don't think it tastes nice at all. But the next one, I thoroughly enjoy.
No, I like it.
You got to clean that off now, mate, because I want to pour the next one.
Oh no, you have to do it.
Oh yeah, we're pouring it onto glasses. Of course we are.
So the one we were sharing was
Yes.
this one. Oh, I like this. I
No.
think it's nice. I can see why you're not a fan, because you're not a massive peat head to begin
I
with.
don't taste the peat in it.
I don't taste the peat in it.
I suppose.
It
It's
tastes
it's quite briny.
bland.
It's quite malty, hay, that kind of thing, and you've got that. I think the malt comes through on it a lot. And considering you tend to like sweeter whiskies, that's quite
Let's
savoury.
chuck that out there for the minute.
Yeah, that's quite savoury. I can't believe it's, we've got two totally different.
For me, it's just
Whoa! Look at the colour of
Bland.
that spiral.
Yep. Right, are you guys ready?
That has made such a difference. Right, let's go for it.
Cheers.
Whoa! Whoa!
what has that become?
Yep.
Whoa!
Given,
What the hell?
given preference, I would stick one of those in every single bottle of that I buy.
Agreed.
Every single last one, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh my god! I know what that's like.
Unreal.
I know what that's like. Hold on, I'll be back in a second. I'm grabbing a glass. I know exactly what that's reminding
That
me of.
is much better.
Yep. You tasted it? Yeah. You see what I mean about spiciness?
No. Really?
Elements of it. That
On the
charred
nose?
smokiness on the nose. There is elements of this.
Of the brimstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as
From
strong.
what I remember,
Nowhere near as strong as brimstone, but it's definitely. That'll do.
Jump cut back.
Okay, yeah, it...
No?
No, I stand corrected. No, it's... No.
I get more of the baby blue on the nose.
But there's definitely that real char. I mean, the brimstone's amazing. No! Oh, my brimstone. But do you kind of see what I mean? Like, there's that char to it.
Yeah, that just went up like the wrong nostril.
But you kind of see what I mean?
Try it.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
just
got that far.
enjoying that brimstone flavour.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I do prefer the
It's like-
brimstone stuff.
Well, yeah, brimstone is in my like top 5. Like that's become.
It's
There's
improved
that.
it.
There's that char. Well, it's a charred stave, but that char is adding a real
Yep.
It is.
barbecue-y kind of note
So
to
much
it.
nicer. It's what that should
If
be.
you blind poured that, I would have thought it was a bourbon or
Whoa.
brimstone territory.
Whoa.
Do you see what in fact, I didn't tell you, but it gives like a bit of a spicy aftertaste afterwards.
Yeah.
Real, like, kind of punchy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's honestly.
It's kind of that. Oh, it's kind
I
of.
was
like,
drinking that last night, which is why I got
We
down
just
to
got
there.
down a bit more. Do you know what that punch is like? It's like a spiced rum punch.
Yes. Yep.
Like
Yep.
that
Yeah,
kind of.
absolutely. I
little
can't taste
bit
anything besides the
tingly.
brimstone.
I maybe should have pulled that. That might have ruined you.
I shouldn't have had that before the
Sorry
turkey.
about that. Go with that then.
Oh,
You're not driving, it's fine.
well, yeah, but I'm not a fan.
I'll reset you then.
You're not driving either.
Yeah, no, but you need to reset yourself. He doesn't.
I'm fine. I'm clear. You downed it. I didn't.
So just clean that off.
Tiny amount. You know what? That tastes pretty good after.
That is beautiful. Oh, I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, have you not?
No, I had a packet of skips.
Oh.
I ate a pork pie in the shower.
Oh. In the
I was,
shower.
Yeah, I was running late, so
What's wrong with you two? You guys know
I'm-
we're doing a whiskey episode. We have whiskey
I was
episodes
ready.
planned like weeks in advance.
I was
You
ready.
well,
No. You guys know we're drinking. Right, we'll be drinking for at least an hour. Because
Well,
the
yeah,
episode's
it'd be
meant to be
fine.
at least an hour. And then, like, edited, cut it
Yeah,
down or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Then we're maybe drinking for
That'd
maybe
be
2
fine.
hours overall.
Be fine.
I wasn't hungry.
It's
And
not
if
the point.
should have
And
had
if
a
I
pork pie at
eat
the
when
bar.
I'm not hungry, then that's a slippery slope.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
If you start eating when you're not hungry,
We're gonna have to start like putting the barrel in front of him
Yeah.
when he sits in there. He's gonna take like it's
Yeah.
it's not gonna be like
With
whiskey
every
back
snack.
there. It's gonna be Ryan. Okay, so no, you can't force him
with
to
the
do
portion
that.
sizes I eat
Oh, yeah, you.
and the lack of exercise I
Oh,
do,
yeah, that's a good point.
which I don't recommend.
No, and the amount.
If
of
I
whiskey.
eat when I'm not hungry,
Yeah, okay, fair. In that case, just suck it up. No, I meant the drinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
suck up all the
the drinking
bottles.
excessively, suck it up.
Get a straw and then just stick it in, fold it over, and just down it. Okay.
Irish blood don't fail me now.
No, Irish liver don't feel you now.
Why not?
Your blood's too far gone. That's way into the deep end. You know,
He
that's,
doesn't have
you're
blood.
done.
He's
Yeah,
got
it's just alcohol. Alcohol with a little bit of red food dye.
There ain't no blood alcohol level for him.
Yeah.
It's just alcohol
It's,
level.
no, it's blood level you measure. It's the other way around. He gets pulled over and it's like, sir, could you please do a test? Oh, here we go. Pulls out a leaflet. There you go. That
I brought
explains
my
it.
own kit.
That explains the situation. The guy looks at it. Oh yeah, fair enough. Carry on. Off you go. That is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Out of the two so far, that has been the best. By far, that is
It's
the
That's
Such-
definitely improved it.
It's such a
best.
drastic change.
Significantly
The other
improved
one
it.
sidesteps
Yeah,
it.
the other one is just like literally a change.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite warm.
But, I
It's a wee
mean,
bit warm.
that being said, with the other one, I preferred the base a lot more. than
Yes,
the pad.
I agree.
Buttery biscuit.
Base.
Excellent. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
surprisingly nice.
Do you know what I want to say that's going to sound really weird?
Go on.
That smell a little bit like toasted marshmallows? Like over a campfire? That kind of sweet, but with the charcoal.
Yeah,
kind of, you
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
see what I mean?
yeah.
Not full
Yeah,
on
yeah,
marshmallow,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
can see what
yeah.
I mean? That kind of burnt sugar, almost.
I'm wondering what would happen if I was to move that stick to another whiskey.
Ooh, that might be worth another experiment to see
Yes.
what our sticks do. So, because here's the thing, as far as I'm aware, the stick only has a certain amount of time where it will do an impact. Past that, it's just going to sit in the bottle.
Makes sense.
I don't know what that timeline is. I don't know if it's
We'll have to
weeks
find
or
out.
months or whatever. I think where they are now is potentially where they're going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Pulling it out
That-
in something will
That
definitely do
hasn't
something.
got any darker than it did after the second or third day.
Yeah, mine hasn't got any dark after about day 3 or 4 as well.
That was it. It was literally, I put it in there. 2 or 3 days later, I gave it a look. When we all did the quick look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's it. That's last time I looked at it was yesterday evening when I started drinking it.
And the taste you've got, you've got that kind of wood spice to it, and it's that. I actually think, ironically, the maltiness that it is to begin with. Keep it,
You had too much already.
keep it in your mouth, dude. And then
It's
that.
in my beard now.
Oh, that's fine. Save it for
Save
later.
it, yeah.
Save it for later. But that kind of
Gonna
maltiness,
get real
that's
woody notes in.
you're just gonna be sat there 3 hours later going, "God, I smell whiskey." Oh, it's me.
I need another whiskey.
I need another whiskey. Yeah, but like, I think that malty base and the wood is added, those wood sugars, and then that charcoaly.
It was a good choice.
That's gone really well.
Yeah, and especially considering it was an even better choice, especially considering I didn't want to drink the original.
I was going to say, yeah.
So I've just made the original that I didn't like 10
something that
times
you now
better.
like. Yeah,
Exactly. So let this be a lesson to everyone. If you have a whiskey
Give
that
it
you
a try.
don't like, give that a try, because
if you can get a hold of them.
yeah, it might make it a hell of a lot nicer, or it might ruin it entirely, and then you still don't want to drink it. So no fault, no loss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not really a lose-lose, is it? It's a lose-win.
Yes.
Yeah. From a already lose.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a lose-win.
Wonder how many you could put in. So theoretically, you say, okay, well, I'm gonna put a lighter one in first, and then I'm gonna do a little pour of it after a week or so, and I'm gonna put a darker one in.
Oh.
And remove the
Imagine
lighter one.
you'll lose whatever the weaker flavours are.
Yeah.
Because they're not imprinted very strongly.
No.
You can kind of tell that already. They don't last on the taste like the rest of the whiskey.
Really
does.
interesting to find out, though. You know, having it so that you just keep like changing it.
Yeah.
And just see how many times you can change it before it just
Well-
fucks it up.
Well, so I remembered the name of the distillery from that I got these from. So the distillery is a Texan distillery called Oak and Eden.
oh yeah.
And to start with, they were sourcing their whiskey and stuff, and then they were doing these, dropping them in the barrel, and then releasing them as a source whiskey with that in.
How many do they put in the barrel?
No,
bunch.
That's an idea
they just put
for
them.
our other project.
Yes,
Yeah.
they just put them straight into the bottle. So they'll source the whiskey, bottle it, then put in the staves.
Got you.
But what they do, or what they did with some of them, and which is why I'm really interested with what's going to happen with your one, is one of the ones they did was a sourced bourbon, and they did a French oak stave soaked in wine. So they do some of them where they infuse the staves already. So on your point of what if you put it in another one, that's what I'd be interested about. But I would think what would be more interesting to see what happens is, let's say it's that charred one and you do it in a rum. Then you dump it in something. Do it
Yeah.
as something different to then
Yeah.
come in. That
I
would be
also-
very interesting.
Be quite interested in, you know, the little bottles that you've got that you showed earlier.
Yes.
Having a pour of different things for a bunch of little bottles, taking one of those and just like that's already been
Oh, yeah,
infused,
yeah, and just doing a little-
snipping it
and just
across
see
and
what
just
it does.
see what it does across like a large spectrum
Yeah.
of them.
I would be fascinated.
Yeah.
By that, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But would you want it one that was already soaked or a new one?
Both.
Good shout.
Yeah, because it's gonna be different no matter what, because it's different whiskey,
Yeah.
different soak, and you know you might find, okay, well these two whiskies taste exactly the same now that they've been with that, you know, and with it
It's a really
originally
good idea.
tastes
Beautiful.
different.
That is beautiful. So there's one for you. If you guys want to try it out or whatever, I genuinely don't know if you can pick up these staves.
Got
I'd
that.
I'm
imagine
assuming
you
you
can
can
get them from
buy them from somewhere. I don't know. If you maybe want to try it and you're not
somewhere.
maybe
Phone on there.
and
Yes.
you're not maybe
grab it.
wanting to.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. what-
I'm researching for you where you can...
Oh, sorry. Carry on. In the meantime, he's going to find out. So I think, and yeah, you're spot on. Like Drinks by the Dram, they do like the peated selection or the Japanese selection, which is what that one's from. And if you wanted to like see, right, let's see what, and you're not willing to sink 30, 40 quid in a whole bottle and see what happens to a whole bottle, but you may be willing to do 20, 25 on a selection with a couple of staves. That's a genuinely brilliant way of doing it.
Just buy a second set of those staves as well, so you can see from the
You can buy them from Amazon.
Oh, can you?
Oh, sick.
Oh, there you go.
Literally buy
Perfect,
them from
guys. Yeah.
Amazon.
How much are they?
15 quid for one spiral, it looks like.
For one spiral? That's a lot.
That seems like a...
I mean, it doesn't say clearly how many there are, but it
Probably be cheap places to
normally
get it.
one. Probably, but in terms of just accessibility.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, well, that's just one link he's looking at. But if you want to experiment, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
two,
that was so worth
that's
it.
two we've done so far. One of them took it in a different direction. The original was still really good. I really like that with
Yes.
that spiral in it.
Yep.
I still like the original. It's not that I prefer it. It's just something different, and I
Yep.
really like it because of it.
Yep.
That is definitely better.
Yeah, 1,000
And
times.
I like the old Pulteney.
No.
No, I know you
Yeah.
don't. I know you don't. I like it anyway.
You found a big set.
What have you found?
No, they're not spirals, but they're wood chips. So
You could do
similar
which.
effect.
I mean, if you're doing
like that's 40 quid for a set of a bunch of different woods. It's and a couple of bottles as well.
yeah, I suppose
So-
if you want to experiment with that.
Yeah,
I have seen
an
stuff with
infusion
people doing
kit.
it with wood chips, but that's more if you've got a new spirit, not a pre-aged one, and you put it in a jar with wood chips. That's a way to do that. I've seen people do that.
Food for thought. I mean, we
Absolutely.
can always give it a go. You've got enough whiskey.
Yep. Well, I do. Yeah. I definitely do. No.
Exactly. So which is why we're using yours.
Oh, we were using
Yeah.
mine. Was that the implication?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's gonna
You
hurt.
say that like that, like just had like a mini stroke. You say that like you've
Well, sure,
got a
you can
choice.
say that.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
Not the good kind either.
No. There is a good kind.
Yeah. Think about it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There we go.
That's the good kind.
Anywho,
Not for
on to
children.
the next whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring up that one.
So we don't have the unmodified one.
Wild Turkey 101.
That is very, very dark though.
That is insanely dark and kind of ready.
Yeah.
It's taken on, it's definitely a hue of that French oak spiral. That was a good pop. Oh yeah, you've now got to finish that one in the
Yeah, you
meantime.
pour.
I'll have a look. Oh, that is a beautiful colour. Look at that. That's kind of taken on that kind of real kind of ready hue to it.
You know what you need?
What?
You need a light box so you can take a picture of the bottle using sort of a white background behind it, so that you can show sort of the difference in colours and stuff like that. Not expensive.
Is that enough or do you want more?
No.
Oh, that's enough. All right, fine.
Yeah. But then you could just layer it up at the side.
Enough or more?
It's fine for
Keep
now.
going.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep it going. Yeah, driving.
I'm not. I do have to be presentable for dinner with the neighbours later. Being adult.
He's going swinging.
We're not swinging. At least it hasn't been discussed.
The wife enjoys it. Okay.
That'll be the discussion for tonight. Casually sat around, hors d'oeuvres are being passed out. So, what do we think of swinging? Actually, no.
If you say the wife enjoys it, I will die. I will actually
I
die.
think I will die.
And actually, don't bring up hors d'oeuvres, only bring it up at dessert. Hors d'oeuvres is a terrible time.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
hello.
That just punched me in the nose.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really rich and dense
Whoa.
and powerful. I mean, Wild Turkey 101 anyway, it's kind of that dense, powerful
what's nice?
bourbon.
We don't have bourbons on here enough.
No, we don't. You're right. We need
So
to
it's
have more-
nice to have an actual bourbon.
It's nice to have an actual bourbon. All right, we'll do more bourbons. I mean, we'll forget that we've also done Eleanor's and
Wow.
the Iron Root casually being brought down. But as a
Casually,
featured
as a
whiskey,
feature.
you're right. We don't
In fact,
We'll do that for next
Wasn't-
episode.
Wasn't the Wild Turkey my first guest whiskey that I brought?
No, you
What was
brought.
it?
Oh, what was it?
We
called?
talked about it.
We did.
It
Talk
was my
about
daily
it.
at the time.
Hasn't
Hasn't
that's why.
changed.
That's why we talked. That's why we talked about it, because we were talking about what is your daily, and you said 101, or it's moved on to 101.
Yeah, from
Because-
the Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
I don't know what my daily is.
You brought one that you picked
Apparently
up
on
in.
Putney.
No, wherever I can afford.
Yeah, your daily is whatever you happen to
Yeah.
have.
That is amazing. You can get a 1 litre bottle for about 30 quid.
Yeah, and it's really good.
And that's a 50 CL, but you can get those big 1
Is that
litre.
50?
I think so.
No, it's 70.
Oh, so-
tit.
I'm used
You're
to the 1
thinking
litre.
50.5% because it's one.
I might be thinking that. But I've had a 50 CL bottle as well from them.
Yeah.
Are you thinking a litre of percent?
Whoa!
My head hurt. That hurts.
How did you die?
Don't
Well,
I'm just shocked by that colour.
Yeah.
It's
French
amazing,
oak.
isn't it? I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, neither have I. Sorry.
it kicks you in the
That
face.
nose is beautiful. So the one and the 101.
Kicks me in the nose.
Oh my god, that's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That is rich, full-bodied, warm. That is what I want with me if I get trapped in an avalanche.
Yes.
Agreed. Screw the GPS. Screw the. I'm going out with style.
I'm going to
You
enjoy
ju-
that.
You're just
warm
covered under the
and-
snow. You make enough room that you can move your arms, and you go. Resign myself to my fate. I feel better already. That is beautiful. And that French oak is French, but it's giving it. I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's giving that. Oh, I know what it is. Do you guys remember the Balcones Froke?
Not the... No. What? Froke?
What?
Am I gonna have to go off camera again?
Yes, get the Froke. I'm guessing that's short for French oak.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes, it is short for French oak. Oh, my knees just completely topped.
I'm glad you realised that, because I didn't realise that was short for French oak.
That is the Froke.
The colour of that!
Oh,
My
this
God!
That is the colour of molasses.
Cannot see through it!
Oh yeah, no, you can't, in the slightest.
Good lord! Look.
I know.
Read out
That is
the
crazy.
read out the percentage.
Percentage is 700. 61.9. Nice.
Yes.
61.9.
61.9. No. We'll open,
Oh, we haven't opened it.
we'll
Okay.
open it in a minute. Oh no, I resealed it. You can only get this at the distillery when they do a run of it.
Yeah. So
And
Crack
this
out.
and this one. So this one was
Yeah,
bottled.
right.
we're going to
there,
make a
mate,
run
this
of
year,
it
aren't you?
by drinking it.
And this one was bottled in 2019, and specifically 17/10/2019. Yeah, these are very good. But you'll see what I mean by this in a second. That French oak. I'm trying to think how to
It's
describe
like
it.
Coke.
And when you, I know. And when you, and when we go to this, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's very distinct. There's a richness and a sweetness to it.
That's fantastic.
But this is beautiful.
Will that spiral keep working if I get another bottle of wild turkey and put it in?
I don't know is the answer.
That's what we want to try.
I
That's what I was
don't-
talking about earlier.
I don't know. I
'Cause
don't
I
know
wanted to see
how
the same
big
for
the
mine.
impact would be.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
If it has an impact,
because I want to keep making that.
Yeah, if it has an impact, it'll be a lot
Are
less.
you
Same for
enjoying
mine.
that?
This
The wild
one, or
turkey?
yeah,
Ooh,
100%.
Because
interesting.
you're not big on bourbons normally.
Not normally. Well, kind
Let
of.
me
There's certain sort of major standout ones that I really thoroughly enjoy. But for the most part, I find bourbons are just a bit like hit and run. They kind of kick you in the face and fuck off again.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say
That's why I love them.
to correct it. He struggled. Correct
Not
me if I'm
struggle,
wrong.
but-
In terms of what you struggle to enjoy, is the big punchy ones. I feel that you,
Yeah.
unless it's smoke, if it's big punchy and the punch is coming from the wood, that's where I think you have your problem.
Kind of, sort of. Like, I don't mind them. It's just not my preference.
Fair enough. No, fair enough.
So I'm
that's
kind of like,
Beautiful, right?
Every sip I take gets even better.
yeah.
It's beautiful. Do you know what I'm getting on the nose? Peanut. There's a little.
Every
bit in there.
time. Uh-huh.
There's a little bit really right on the back end. You've got that
Don't smell it.
genuinely French oak, and I honestly don't know how to describe it. It's
No, I get the
it's
peanut.
rich. It's no, the French oak itself. It's rich. It's round. There's a a sweetness
You
to
gotta
it.
say the thing. It's big, it's bold, it's punchy.
Okay, it's big, it's bold, it's spongy. Better?
Every time.
Okay. But I don't know how to describe it, but it is fantastic. And on the taste, it's amazing. No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, I'm so glad I did this.
Oh, me too.
This is my favourite of the three.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would actually
I'm
actually
leaning to the old Polly one.
Really?
No, I would actually personally put this in front
Yeah?
of that.
The only reason I say
mean-
that is because I own this. That's the only
But-
reason.
Depending on
to
how much
try
we
and
can...
recreate
Yeah.
this, that is fairly
That-
close.
Considering the rarity of that,
Oh, yeah,
and
that-
how easy that
that
is,
definitely do
accessible.
that
like
every
we
time.
could keep getting that easily.
That is beautiful. And on the taste,
If we're so close to recreating that,
no.
I wonder if there's a way.
I don't know how. I haven't had this in a while. I don't know how close we are, but that French oak is definitely noticeably there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll leave that. Sorry. So I for everyone thinking, what on earth have I done? I sellotape this one. If you have whiskey in a bottle, it will be fine for a while.
Doesn't last. After it's been opened, it does not last.
It does not last, and I've opened this. I've owned this bottle for years now. I think 4 years I've owned this bottle, and probably about that for 3 of the years. So what I've done is I've sellotaped it to make sure it's totally airtight.
Yes.
Because even though a cork is airtight, you still get a tiny bit that will go through.
Yeah.
Um,
I had the exact
That's
same
what
issue
I've
with
done.
my Dalmor. The cork kind of fell apart, and then the last pour of that Dalmor was
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
awful.
So yeah.
Oh.
So the that is very distinctly Balcones, but that
Apparently,
French oak is definitely doing
We can
something.
buy spirals from Berkshire Homebrew in Reading for us.
Oh wow! Oh, fantastic.
I found that
That's
through
interesting.
a website that crafts French oak spirals.
So the website, just to be clear for everyone who is interested, is called Still Spirits.
So originally, if you go
Oh, that's
back,
the website I'm looking at here.
yeah, before
Oh.
that, there was
Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah,
And they
Still
are
Spirits.
French oak ones. Yeah.
And then when I went to there was a button where to buy, and then you can choose your country and everything.
Ah, perfect.
That's
So-
not far off.
Yeah, I mean that is distinctly Balcones, but the French
the
oak
Balcones?
element is definitely
That's
there.
the Balcones.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sure?
yeah. That's
Yep.
yeah, that's my
Just
glass.
on the alcohol
That's my
level.
glass. Well, yeah, that's 60. But you see what I mean? That French oak element is definitely noticeable.
I was hoping that you wouldn't just pick it up and be like, "That's Balcones." I was hoping that you'd be like, "Huh."
Give me my glass back.
I mean, the flavour smells
Is
were
that your
so
one?
close. The only reason I could tell was off the alcohol content.
I think what's going to
Don't
be
think.
okay. So
Oh, that's lovely.
but bearing in mind
But
that's
the flavours are so close. That's just more intense.
and what I was going to say. Did you just? Oh, I didn't even get. I didn't get a
I only
sip.
poured out like.
Oh,
a
did you?
thimble.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't pour out a lot.
I didn't see what you poured out.
No, because I only poured it out so I could put it in the glass to smell.
But also, bear in mind that's
got
a
broken
bourbon,
nose.
and this is a single malt.
Yeah,
But
They are
the
really
but the
close on
French
flavour.
oak, and that's
Tiny
why I mean the
difference.
French
that
oak.
lasts so much longer. That lasts so much longer.
It does, yeah. It lasts longer and it's more intense.
Yeah,
But
but for poor man's Balcones,
yeah,
That would work.
and not just Balcones, but the French oak can't
Yeah, yeah,
get
which is
unless you
very
visit
rare.
them. Yeah. I know I always compare things to food, but I'm kind of thinking.
No, that's
like,
good. No,
the
no, no, no.
difference between that and that is like when you cheat, like a slow cooked pasta sauce,
Oh yeah.
and like.
yeah.
And
Like
you
a
get
mic-
a pretty good,
And like a microwave sauce or something.
well, maybe not quite microwave,
Yeah.
but like the difference between a cheated carbonara and a proper one. It's
Yes.
not; they're both quick, but like,
I know
or
what you
even
mean.
a cheated ragu versus a full like 4, 5, 6 hour cook ragu. You get 90% of the way there.
But there's that extra little bit.
Yeah.
That makes a difference. I don't know where I'm putting this. I'm
Just.
might-
I was
put
gonna
it
say,
there.
just no. Absolutely not. Just shit. I was gonna no. Give me that. Give it.
hide it here. Come back from it.
Alright.
No, we won't.
You won't.
Yeah, you won't. You won't remember to. We will. There's two of us remembering.
I will split this barrel open and stuff you both inside of it.
Are you going to fill it with whiskey, though?
Yes. Because then I'll drown you with the whiskey
Good
in
luck.
it.
That would be a good death. You bring this.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Avalon situation,
I
okay?
can't believe one of these irons is falling. That's so annoying. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to have to soak this barrel.
Deal with it after.
No, sorry. Very distracted there. But that French oak is definitely doing something that's very similar, even though that's a bourbon and this is a single malt.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Oh, that punch. I wasn't ready for that extra 10%. Oh.
I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy I get to take that bottle home and enjoy it for the next day.
You're off to Texas, aren't you?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. Are you going to bring me back a bottle of Eleanor?
I don't know.
I want a
I mean,
bottle of
if-
something.
Yeah, I need a bottle of Eleanor.
Guys. I already have, like, 2 bottles of Eleanor, 2 bottles of Mirador.
But we don't.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no, you're missing...
Some bullshit.
You're missing my point. 2 or 3 smaller releases that they've done. I'm genuinely running out of potential suitcase space.
Yes.
Because I'm already taking up Paul's space.
Well,
Currently, he doesn't even have an
What you
allowance
do-
to bring everything back
What you
because
do
we're bringing
is
back
you
everything
then-
that I've bought out there already.
you then post it back to us.
I can't. Otherwise, I would have got people to post it here
Why can't you?
because you have to pay import duty on posted alcohol.
I'll pay import duty on that. How much is it?
What, the Froke?
No, the Eleanor.
Oh, the Eleanor. I can find out for you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'll find out
Cool.
for you.
I'd like a bottle.
I
of
would
Eleanor.
love for you to get me a bottle of something you think I would like. Because you know my taste.
I do know your
I will
taste.
pay
I know
you costs.
exactly what I would get you.
Yeah. I'll pay for cost of it plus a little bit extra to give you incentive. And then we can talk about why you chose it. For me.
Okay, look, I will.
I mean, if you're doing that for him, I want to know.
I will. Okay, between Paul and I, we genuinely have a problem of we will get to well over our allowance and have to declare it when we come through.
Yeah, it's fine. Just declare it.
Yeah, we're talking stuff that's going to be cost strength. The
Yeah,
majority
yeah,
of everything I'm bringing. Yeah, but that means the duty rockets.
So
You
don't
just have one less
declare.
bottle for you and one more for me.
Yeah, don't
It's
declare
sharing.
the
We're
cost
friends,
stuff.
eh?
Okay, look.
I'll make you some food.
Well,
Ragu.
you say
I'll make you some ragu.
you say that when we do the Japanese episode, you're making the sushi that goes with it
Yeah. I
because
can do
your
that.
sushi that you made was beautiful.
Yeah. I can do sushi.
I've got a
I
way
won't
for you
do
to
raw
fix
fish. I
this.
don't have somewhere to source that I trust. But I'll do cooked fish.
I know. I would say do what we did.
Or tuna steak.
I was going to say, do
Yeah,
tuna steak and do a seared
Yeah,
tuna
yeah.
steak.
I've
do
got a
that.
way to fix this. Okay,
Yes.
you said that you have to declare. Okay,
Yeah, we do.
okay, that's
Why not?
fine. That's fine. Just don't declare the high proof stuff. Only declare the low proof stuff, and then keep
It's
the
all in
other
the same case, you tit.
No, just take another case.
Just
Right,
scratch out
bro,
the
okay,
percentage.
we will try.
Put it like 10%.
Between Paul and I, we will try
just
our
prison
best.
pocket it. Just prison
Okay,
pocket
between
it.
Paul and I, we will try our best.
Bottle of that.
Bearing in mind,
Square what?
Bottle up there.
I'm bringing back 2 bottles of Mirador.
Okay, why?
One
Mirador,
for me,
no,
one for you.
no, 2 because I don't feel guilty about finishing the first.
I get
Mirador is aged Texas single malt.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely top 3.
Find
That
out
guilt
how
thing
much
is a
it would
real
be
problem.
to send it over.
I'll see what I can find out. The Texan laws are weird with exporting whiskey, let alone us paying import duty tax.
Uh-huh. Well,
So I'll find out.
Just figure out where.
I have connections.
That guilt thing you just mentioned about being guilty about finishing the first when you don't have a second.
Yeah.
I suffer from that
I
so
know.
bad. I won't finish that until I find.
Why
a
do
way
you
to make
Why do you
another.
think I bought a second bottle of Longmorn 16? As in the old
yeah.
style Longmorn 16, and I still haven't finished the first bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I have a second. I also here's the worst part. So you know how much I'm an absolute fanboy of Longmorn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I prefer the 18. Luckily, I have 2 bottles of it.
See, do you only get that with whiskey?
Yeah. Why are
So
you putting them
I'm
Oh, we've got no
terrible with that.
Not yet.
Ask if you speak to Em about it. I am absolutely terrible with not finishing something if I don't have another one. To the point
Yeah.
that I bought a big bulk thing of like, you know the bubblegum cola bottle things?
Oh yeah.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bought a big tub in bulk.
I can see what this is.
I had one sweet left in this giant tub for like 5 months until it went mouldy. You know how long it takes for a fucking sugar covered
5
soup to go
months.
mouldy? Ridiculous. I never even got to eat it because it was covered in mold.
Something I do.
Emma threw it out.
Something I do. Let's say you've got like.
Are you sure that it was actually mouldy and she didn't just say it was mouldy? Just to
You
get
know
rid of the
what?
one
I don't.
box?
She didn't tell me.
There we
She
go.
didn't show me. She just
should
said it's
go
moldy
back
and
in.
disgusting. I'm
I've chucked
throwing
it
it.
out.
And I was busy with Eve.
If it wasn't
Eve
that
is a
issue,
game,
you
by the
need
way.
to find out.
Yeah,
in-
not the that could have been. Yeah.
and Dave,
Same.
the swingers.
Oh, we're coming back.
No, we're not. I'm not cutting that. Emma doesn't watch these. Remember, we're okay.
Yeah, she's gonna start watching.
Does she? She doesn't watch
She hasn't
them.
watched the whole thing, but okay, she's been curious about what we do.
Yeah,
Oh
So
dear.
she's had a little
and what
gander.
state
I
we
won't say
end up in.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
And you showed her the first episode I was on.
Because
with
it was
the whole
specifically
running
funny
at
with
the
that.
bed, yeah.
Yeah.
On that lovely note,
Yes, let us go to the guest whiskey. Ryan, behind you there are 3 brand spanking new glasses.
are they actually brand new? The best be.
2 of them actually are.
Oh, okay.
Remember how I said the other day that I broke one?
Oh, you bought more.
Well, it was cheap. Ironically, it was cheaper to buy 2.
Right. So we
Guess whiskey,
went
yes. I'm so
to
looking
a
forward to
whiskey
this. Oh,
convention like cool kids, and we found a company called
Mackmeyer.
Mackmeyer. Yeah, and
Did we speak about this already, or did we
We-
say
we
touched on
briefly-
it and came back on it?
We've brought
Yeah.
it up and we'll
Yeah,
come
I
back
think
to
I
it now.
said we'll save it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to cut a very long story short, to both me and Ryan bought the same bottle because it was that good. Grant bought a different one, which I believe he's bringing out.
I will show you in a second.
Yeah, why don't you chuck that
yeah.
one? Yeah, sorry. We'll do the cheap one first. But it's cheaper, but it's not cheap by any means. It's the most expensive bottle I've ever bought.
Really?
Yeah, without shadow of a doubt. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh God, you aren't trying hard enough.
That's my point. I don't need to.
I felt
Here
for
we
the
are.
quality of it. It
The
was
limousine.
very well
This is
Or
priced.
limousine.
Yeah, you can say
It was, I was
Limousine.
expecting limousine.
limousine.
It's,
I was expecting that to be a lot more expensive than it was.
So was I.
yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
So was
but I still don't
Now-
particularly like spending
Such
lots.
a beautiful whiskey. Now, very quickly. Mackmeyer are a Swedish distillery. Now, the story we got told, I genuinely adore because it feels like.
Okay, the same.
Yeah, the story I genuinely adore
What
because
should you
it
do?
feels like the 4 of us, as in us 3 and Paul. Paul obviously lives far away, so he can't come very often. In that it was.
But we are getting him in a show soon, aren't we?
We
Yes.
are indeed,
Yeah.
yes. So in that, so they're a Swedish distillery. It was 4 guys
Wait
who set up.
for the attention to be on you.
Yes. So it was
You're
4
opening
guys
a bottle
who
for the
set it
first
up.
time.
They were all engineers, which we also find quite amusing between us because we're all very nerdy in our own ways. And every year they would go on a skiing trip, and every year they would then bring whiskey. So one year they all brought, ironically, a single malt Scotch each without being prompted. And one very drunken evening, they all sat there and went, "We could do this." And it's literally gone from there. I think they set up in 1999, I believe, was the year they set up. And they've been going for now over 20 years. Now over 20 years. They are, when we were talking to the guy that was there, Carl was his name. For me personally, I don't know about you two, I fell in love with the story. I
thought
loved
it was
everything about them.
I thought you were going to
These-
say you fell in love with Carl.
I mean, I nearly did.
It was a handsome
He's a
chap.
bit great.
It was a handsome
Give you a
chap.
lot of pause, man.
It was a handsome chap. Well, yeah, he gave us a lot of drink. I loved the story. I loved the idea of it. And I think what I loved most about it is that these guys very clearly had a passion for whiskey. They very clearly, the founders very clearly loved single malt Scotch. And they wanted to do a distillery in Sweden, their home country. And everything that we tried as we went through, before we open up, had that feeling of a Scotch to it.
Yeah.
In that you could tell that's where their inspiration was from, and we had quite a lot. So the one that I picked up was this one. And something they do very funky, just like, we're not going to be drawing this one. This is going to be another episode. We're doing this one. For their limited edition releases, they do this really cool thing, which I think is brilliant and we all love, where, you know how you tend to have a nice expensive whiskey? Well, we do, because, and you finish the bottle, but you've got spare space for the bottle. So what they do is they make a removable plaque as like a collector's thing. And the plaque is, what was it, aluminium or steel? I can't remember.
Give me a check, I'll tell you. That's aluminium.
That's aluminium, thank you very much. And then they used recycled tyre as the rubber. So the idea being that you don't need to keep the bottle. You can keep the plaque, and the plaque is your memorabilia.
And it's all recycled as well. The
Oh,
plaque
yeah.
is recycled
Everything's
aluminium.
recycled, yeah. By the way,
I'm
this is fantastic.
90% sure that's aluminium, not steel. It was way too light to be steel.
Yeah, I think it is as well. That was beautiful, though.
And yeah, the rubber's recycled tyre, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, recycled tyre. Now... Oh, I'll let you... No, you, by all means, you take centre stage, my friend, whilst you open up this bottle for the first time.
I love the idea behind this one as well.
I do too.
The colour scheme and everything.
Why don't you tell the story behind it?
So...
Oh, lovely!
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. They've got the logo on the back of it. On the back of it, on the top of the.
So when we were talking to Carl about this one, he was saying the whole idea of the limousine was it's a season
nice
whiskey, and it was for the season of spring.
Yes.
So they were only making it within the spring, or I'm not quite. Do you remember? Was it they were brewing it in the spring, or they were
I think
making
they
it,
were.
or
I
to
think they
planning
were
to sell
doing
in the
both.
spring?
I think they were doing a distillation period of spring and releasing it during springtime.
Okay. And so they went for a very much spring sunset kind of colours, which is where we get this lovely orange of not just the whiskey itself, but the labelling, the colour. The design is almost a spring sunset of the box, where you get the darker orange working its way up to the white. Yeah. I thought that was just fantastic.
I do too. Now this, I might like to add, this isn't something that you maybe... I mean, if you can get a hold of it... Awesome. Let us know what you think of it if you can get hold of it. This isn't some of their standard ranges. We did try some of their standard ranges. One of them is a peated one of them is a non-peated one, and they were adorable. I say adorable like it was cute, but they were brilliant. But between the three of us on their cheaper line, because I went and bought the expensive limited edition release, which I may add is beautiful because it ticks all my boxes. That one's Oloroso Sherry. Anyway, this was our favourite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, that was my favourite overall, but I think this was both your favourites.
Yeah, and you really enjoyed this one. And what's quite interesting about that is this was like third in the line of about 7.
Yeah.
And they went from price point and
it
kind of
stuck
worked
with
their
us.
way into it.
Yep.
And
This was 60. 60.
Yeah, 59.99.
Pretty sure it was 65.
So, and it's
I have to
maybe.
double check.
I think it was 60 because mine was just under 90.
Yeah. And even that for 90.
Oh, that for 90 is outstanding. Now, another thing I might like to add is that they don't do age statements.
Sorry.
You're right there, pal.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
They don't do age statements. And from talking to Carl, they don't do age statements deliberately. They deliberately don't want to do age statements. So the one that I
Care
picked
more
up,
about the flavour.
exactly, this
They
one,
don't want the age to affect
I think
it.
the guy, he said, is about 15 years old. But they deliberately haven't put an age statement on it.
Didn't he say as they go through, they just test it every now and again until they think
It's
okay,
ready.
That's perfect, and they bottle it then.
Yeah.
But they don't want, because it can be very easy to think, oh, an 18 is better than a 12.
Yeah, exactly. That's
or
why
a
they're
30.
staying away from it.
It takes so long, it must be better.
Yeah.
But actually, that's not always the case.
No.
Because they sorry, we will come to this one, I promise. But it's more to do the comparison of what they're doing. So when we were there, they had 2 limited releases. They had
You
this
can't
one.
talk about this one. You need to save it for another episode.
No, because we're not opening it yet.
Yeah, no, hush guns.
Also, opening
Hush
it is
guns.
going to be hilarious. But then, no, I'm saying they had this one and another one.
Yeah.
And we tried both, and both were amazing.
Yes.
And he said their limited releases that they were doing, these ones, they were deliberately keeping them in casks for longer. So that he said that was maybe 15 years old. Mm-hmm. When they're doing these ones,
That was only about
the
6.
limousine, I think he said 6 or 7.
Yeah.
The limousine, I think we're still saying it wrong. Limousine. We call it limousine because it's a laugh. But their
You're
specific
extending
ones.
the IN.
I am, yeah.
Limousine.
But their specific releases that they're doing as the seasonal ones, they are pre-planning for.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how good that was.
That's so beautiful.
I can't
forgot.
believe you held off from opening it.
I know, I'm impressed.
I have held
Oh,
off.
my bottle's already down to the label.
I held
Yeah,
off
well done.
specifically because I didn't want to open it because it's that good that I kind of want to keep it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
what are we
like-
getting on notes? Come on, because
Okay.
this to me is outstanding.
Oh.
It is. It's
So-
fantastic. I'm getting a sweet summer's feel.
Yeah,
Just for lack of a better word. Just that
so am I.
you're out in an open field, lovely flowers just wafting in the wind. That's the
Yeah,
image that comes
yeah.
into my head.
It's
You got some
sat with a
roses,
picnic.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you got some real nice, like,
I don't.
Victoria sponge cake
Oh, yeah.
out in your picnic.
Oh my god, you are so right. Yeah, Victoria sponge cake. It is that kind of
It is
Hang on.
cake
funnily
mixture,
a very
cakey.
British cake and idea of picnic out in the open fields that you don't find
Ironically,
anymore.
yes.
But yeah,
Oh, that's
just sort
beautiful.
of sunset,
It's-
orange sky,
It is cake.
Victoria sponge, afternoon tea.
I don't know. I don't know specifically if it's Victoria sponge to me, but there is a real cakey element to it. There's a real.
It's,
Oh, it's lovely.
yeah,
I fucking
it's
love it.
so nice.
I love it so much.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. So
It's incredibly
And for
worth
£60,
it.
I not to give McMyer any ideas, but I would pay 90 quid for a bottle like that, and wouldn't think twice about it.
wouldn't.
I don't think I would either. Actually,
Really?
my upper if I was pricing it personally, my upper end of that would be 75.
Okay.
If I was pricing it because I'm a cheap bastard, I would actually put that about 50.
I know you would because you're cheap, but okay. But bearing in mind,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being
That's
cheap when it
90.
comes to whiskey. We have found some fantastic cheap whiskies.
But even
We
with
really
all
have.
that was really well
oh,
priced.
that needs
Yeah.
to be priced
Yeah,
higher,
yeah.
100%. And consider the Glendronach 18 when I bought it was just under 100.
The reason I say that is it hasn't got the complexity that like a Balcones or that has.
That's where I say it's
So
not
for me-
quite that price level because the
But in
let's do
terms of
tasting notes
enjoyment-
first because
okay.
the so I get genuinely sat out summer picnic.
Yeah.
That is honestly the best way to describe it.
with a bit of afternoon tea. Maybe that's just because we're
Yeah.
British, but
Potentially, yes. But
bit
you've
of
got
scones,
these
jam,
Tea.
cream,
Tea.
yes, tea
Tea.
leaves. It is. It's
Tea
tea
leaves.
leaves.
tea leaves. You
Tea
got
leaves and
Tea
scones,
leaves.
clotted
really
cream,
bright,
jam.
sweet Victoria sponge. That Victoria sponge is sticking with me. That's amazing. And then you've got this. I want to say fresh grass, but it's not quite fresh grass. It's literally sat out in a field. It's that smell of the
Something,
outdoors,
yeah.
as pretentious as that sounds. And oh my god,
There's
it's
something.
pretentious.
And I don't know what it is.
It is beautiful, and there's not a lot of the that kind of typical caramel vanilla kind of flavors.
Not
that you
too
find in
much.
whiskey.
Little bit with
It's
the
a
cream,
little bit there,
but
it's
not
not
too much.
there on the typical. Is what I
And
mean.
it's nothing is overpowering anything else.
Yeah,
It's a perfect
cream.
blend.
Yeah. What jam are you saying is going with the sponge? Or are you just saying it's the icing and the sponge itself?
No. It is. I almost want to redirect that to almost a proper scone with your strawberry jam and your cream. And your
So
classy
I'm not
cream.
picking up the fruit element as much as you. I'm getting that kind of icing, the cream, the sponge cake itself.
I
that
agree.
Outdoor notes, and then
You've got
there's
that sweetness of
Yeah.
the jam though that you don't have in the cream. It's
So
not
I'm
quite
more-
strawberry,
So I'm more picking that sweetness up as like a floral, but a vibrant floral.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
similar to the unoaked
How can you
cheetah.
get more floral sweet than fruit?
That's what I'm about to try to describe. so with the unmodified cheetah, there was definitely that blossom to it.
Yeah, that
This
very cherry
feels
blossom.
like, I'm trying to think what it is. You know how you can get like icing flavorings that are deliberately floral icing.
Yeah.
That kind of vibrant floral side to it. You look chuffed with yourself. What you got?
Cherry Bakewell.
Ooh.
Cherry Bakewell.
Yeah,
I've been racking my brain.
See it.
Cherry Bakewell.
A proper cherry bakewell.
You add a
proper.
drop of amaretto in that.
Correct.
Oh, spot on.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, do you know what? I think you're pretty much spot on with cherry
Cherry
bakewell.
bakewell. It's close. It's not quite there.
It's
The
a
cherry-
cakey cherry.
Yes.
It's a actual bakery
Yes.
cherry Bakewell, not one of the ones
with
that you
just-
buy in the big box.
No.
With just
A
the cherry on top.
Yes.
So the cherry isn't dominant. You've got
Correct.
that icing, that pastry, that
Yep.
sweetness
But
to it.
But inside of it, it's got the cakiness, which
Yes.
is literally like the Victoria sponge. It is cherry Bakewell.
You've
Cherry
got
Bakewell.
it. You've got it.
Speaking of that, I had a cherry Bakewell at the Greyhound the other day, and it was a proper homemade,
Oh.
proper.
I haven't been to
Amazing.
Greyhound in ages.
They've redone the menu massively.
Have they?
It is really nice.
Ooh,
It's
check that
not
out.
cheap. We got a beef Wellington for two.
Ooh, I like big
60 quid,
Oof.
but it was proper fillet in there.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful done pastry, gravy with bone marrow. It was like proper traditional English to the next level.
Nice.
Like I would expect them to be on their way to Michelin star territory if they
So-
keep that up.
Or certainly Rosetta's.
Mm.
On the taste, way more fruit.
Oh yeah, massively. Orange,
Way
orange
more.
zest.
Yeah. Zest, citrusy, way
Yep.
more fruitiness on the taste. Oh,
I agree
something we
with the
didn't
box.
say. Something we didn't say is the proof.
Mm.
So it's coming in at 46.1%.
So it's quite easy going.
For 46%, yeah, definitely. That's beautiful. And also, I'd just like to
What's the wild turkey?
really quickly
45?
like to highlight, 45. Really quickly like another Wild Turkey 101. It's 101. It's 101 proof, so it's 50.5.
Oh, okay.
The
Where
the
is
cheetah the cheetah was it's over there.
Oh, okay.
The cheetah is 43.
Okay.
The old Putney's 40, I think.
Quite oily.
Yeah, but something I'd like to really quickly bring
Not
up,
as
and
oily as
I
the
don't know if
cheetah,
you can
though.
see it on the
No.
camera, but I just love these little kind of dimples on the bottom of the bottle,
Mhm.
because it's that kind of Balkrona shape, but with the dimples.
Yeah.
I just love that on the bottle. I'm
Well
blown
worth the money.
Oh yeah, we were so taken by it.
Yes.
We have something planned in the background where we are
Eventually, but we're not going to say anything else about it at the minute, and Grant is going to hush his gums.
I was going to say, but it's specifically to do with these guys.
Grant, hush your gums.
I know that's what I'm saying, but it's specifically to do with these guys.
Grant, shut your whore mouth.
I think they're amazing, and I was
Yes.
blown away by them. I think they are fantastic.
On the taste, there is something there which, after reading it, I agree entirely, but until reading it, I couldn't pick it up. What do you reckon it is? It's
Well,
a
I've just
fruit.
noticed something.
It's a fruit.
French oak casks.
Ah!
Over the irony.
Yeah. It's a fruit.
Okay. Are we talking berry, citrus?
Actually couldn't say. I don't actually know what family it falls into. It's a tree fruit.
I would go with pear. I think it's leaning that sweet but a little bit sharp in that pear territory, I think. It's not quite apple. Apple's too sharp. I'm going pear. For me. What are you thinking?
You
The
need
intent
feel
you
like-
and I
yeah.
are
you
looking at
need
him at.
to you need to play the countdown music.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
pear.
dun.
Could be pear. I don't know 100%.
What's it
I
saying on
agree.
the box?
Yeah.
Grant was spot on. It does say pear.
Ah.
Pear is the one.
Yeah.
When
I didn't
you
know if I
read
wanted
it,
to
it
stick with
makes
pear.
sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense and it does fall into place. But I am a very, very strong believer of... Grant had a sheet thing a while back that has a bunch of different tastes of whiskey that you can find generally.
Yes. Yeah,
and
I will.
You need to link it in the
I'll
description.
I'll put a link in the
Yeah.
description for it. It's the Smith's
Yes.
whiskey tasting sheet.
It is fantastically
it is
helpful to
brilliant.
try and... I very much struggle to pick flavours out of my head that I think it is. It takes me a very long time, which is why it took me such a while to get to Cherry Bakewell. But
There you go.
that sheet works phenomenally for that sort of thing, because you can just go through and you can go, am I getting this? Am I getting that?
Pears and
And you
cream.
eventually sort of work your way through, and then you can pick up other things from it. Really, really worth it.
Poached pear and cream with crumble. Poached pear crumble with cream. That's what I'm trying to say.
Poached pear?
Yeah, have you never had a poached pear? It's
no.
like a traditional British
On the taste,
No.
I'll take out the crumble. I agree with the poached pear and cream. On the taste, for me, I'm not getting that crumble so much. On the nose, the cherry bakewell, that crumble, that
you're
pastry
right
is
about the
definitely
crumble.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pear.
Definitely pear
Pear
on the taste.
tart.
What do you call me?
Yeah. You never had poached pears?
Usually.
Yeah, have you not? I'm
Nope.
surprised at
It's
that.
very traditionally British.
Nope, never had it.
Where's the nose?
Try it.
Oh, at the top.
Oh, my butt. Oh, that's a lean forward. We still need nicer seats. If anyone would like to
Oh,
donate
shut
some
up.
nice seats. Not for him, though, because he's
Stools.
the one...
Stools,
No,
not seats. If they're seats,
Big armchairs.
These things will
big,
be-
Big whiskey
the barrel will be up to
armchairs.
here.
Yeah, like this.
that'll be no. If it's that, then the barrel will be up to here on us. We won't see him full stop. You and I
Well,
will
you've
be
already
like,
lost
what
a
are we having
stave, just
next?
cut the bottom off.
Oh, no, an iron, not a stave, you numpty.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
I'll stave you in a minute.
Try.
I'm a jabber.
Right. Shall we
Jabbing
end
with
it
that.
there?
My
Yes.
well, no, I'm not finished yet. I don't care. I'm blown away by these guys.
They are.
Yes.
They are.
Amazing what they do.
They are very quickly in, for me, becoming a favourite whiskey, and I
Yes.
think they are.
You see how much impact giving free whiskey to people has.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant.
Unreal. Unreal.
Here's what I
Take notes.
Here's what I love to think about McMurray, is if you've got someone that is through and through
Can't remember who we need
Scotch.
to sponsor us. What's my
Balcones,
favourite?
please.
No, oh yeah, Balcones. What's
Oh
my
no,
favourite?
Elsa Bay is your
Yeah,
favourite.
Elsa Bay.
Elsa Bay can sponsor you. No, I'm going Balcones. Why want to sponsor me? They're one of my favourites.
I want Balcones.
Right, you have Balcones. I'll have Longmorn.
Okay, we can do that.
But these guys can sponsor all three of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say you've got someone that you know that loves Scotch, and they are a snob for Scotch. They'll go, "No, I only like Scotch. It's all what I drink." We're not like that at all.
No.
You're a bourbon guy anyway. But anyway.
Screw the Scotch. I want heat.
Shoot my horse. These guys blew us away because what they're doing, everything that we had was brilliant. There wasn't a weak link in the chain. There was ones we definitely preferred over the others.
Yep.
But even the one that we put the bottom on our list was very good.
To put into perspective, I very, very nearly bought the little brother to this one. Very nearly.
Oh, was that the Skekven or Skek Ek?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, they're
Well,
Swedish names.
Slepsons, then.
It was a real challenge to say these names for us.
What really goes to show was even their peated one.
Oh, the peated one
I
was
was
beautiful.
tempted to buy, and I never bought
Yep.
a peated
The
whiskey.
peated
It was
one
the peated
was
one that I almost
beautiful. That was so
But I
nice.
chose that one over.
And I can see why. I would have gone for that as well, but yeah.
You should have bought all of them.
No. No,
You should have bought Carl.
I nearly did.
And then he brings his whiskey.
Exactly. We got to try basically almost everything they're releasing at the moment, and everything was fantastic. And everything was brilliant. And I think as a distillery, and okay, we are gushing over these guys, and for a very good reason.
Because they have their own mine shaft and it's cool as fuck.
Oh my god, they do! Yeah, and they're aging. They do aging all over Europe.
Yes.
It's not just Sweden. They've got a mine shaft that they age some stuff in Sweden, but they've got other locations in Europe that they have aging facilities,
Yes.
warehouses, rickhouses, or whatever. They are experimenting.
houses.
They're doing lots of things. They're experimenting, and I was blown away by them.
Yeah.
I think if you've got someone that you know that loves Scotch and you're willing to take a punt, they will like it.
Yeah.
We were blown away
Yeah.
because they are
Quite
incredible.
all of their range, in fact.
Absolutely everything that they did was brilliant and really nice.
That was definitely worthy of being like a sponsor slot. That,
I think so.
you know, with the amount that he
Please
just
sponsor
uptalked them. But yeah, no,
I think they're
100%.
brilliant.
Really worth it. Definitely give it a try. If you don't want to spend the big amount of money on this one, spend it on the lower tier ones, or
They
like
start
the
at
little
40?
Yeah.
£40?
Yeah, 40
Something
or
like that.
35, that kind of
The
range.
£40 one, still
Beautiful.
incredibly worth it.
And
The only reason that we got this one is because I think this is
a
limited.
Yeah, so it's part of their limited
Yeah.
season range that they do.
Another reason why I didn't want to open it.
Fair enough.
I thought about that when I got home for about an hour, and then I opened it
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you.
when I got home from
No,
the
I
thing.
was absolutely hanging out my arse, so I couldn't have opened it.
Hair of the dog, friend.
No.
Hair of the dog.
No,
We
I
drank
would have died.
all that day.
Yeah.
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 I still feel so bad for
I know,
the poor
'cause you
people in
screwed
Kokoro.
I know.
That is a story for another day. That is for a story
No, we already
for
did
another
it.
episode.
We already
Did we?
did it in the last
Oh,
episode. We
okay.
already did it. Anyway. Yeah. What do you need
Well, because I can't find it, I'm going for
get
this.
to stuff. No. What do you want?
I was going to go for a little part of my wild turkey because
Okay.
I've run out of the.
Grab him his wild turkey. You are not having that. Not this time. Do you have any idea how rare this is in the UK?
I do, because I haven't been able to get it.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea how rare this is in the UK?
Not as rare as this.
Not that much. I saw it on Amazon.
This is
Did you
potentially.
actually?
This is
How much
potentially
was
one of
it
the
on
only
Amazon?
bottles in the
Same
UK.
price.
Well, there you go. If you want to buy it, you can pick up off Amazon. Make it easy for yourself.
I was going to put the bottle in.
That would have been fucking tragic if you hit that and it went. "Jinx!"
I know, right?
I needed something to cheers to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, are you going to get it right this time?
If
No,
you-
let me do the start bit. You can do it. To fighting, stealing, and drinking.
if you fight, may you fight for a friend.
Yep.
If you drink, may you drink with me.
No.
No,
Fighting,
that's last
stealing,
bit.
and drinking.
Oh, if
If
you
you
steal,
steal.
may you steal a lover's heart.
There we go. And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.